What's up guys, it's your Fedora boy back with another figure review. Today we got ourselves the Figma Overwatch Mercy, so let's get right into it. Now what is Overwatch? Well, Overwatch is a first-person, supposedly team-based shooter game. Think in the same vein as Team Fortress 2. Developed by Blizzard, yes, the WoW people, it was a huge game when it first hit the scene back in 2016, and even won Game of the Year. Fast forward to current day, and Overwatch 2 has replaced the original Overwatch. Yes, you heard correct. It replaced it. There's a whole bunch of worms and cans that don't need to be opened right now, so let's instead turn our attention to
The doctor is in.
Angela Ziegler, call sign Mercy, has a great base design. Now this design is her Overwatch 1 default, and if I compare this to her Overwatch 2 design, yeah, I like this one better. The ponytail look is better, her bangs are a bit longer, and there isn't as much armor around the body. A classic case of less is more when it comes to designs. But hey, if you prefer Overwatch 2's look, fine. But take your opinion and get out. As for the figure here, it perfectly captures her in-game appearance, which is no surprise coming from Figma. Painting and sculpting is top notch. I especially love the gradient from yellow to orange on her arms and her... I guess it's a loincloth, but it doesn't seem right calling it that. But what does seem right is how nice the wings look. Unfortunately, they can't compress down any more than that, like how they can in the game, but it's not a big issue. Though perhaps some issues can be found in her posability.
I've seen worse.
Of course, if you've seen my previous reviews, you'd know I'm familiar with Figma figures articulation, and Mercy here is no different. She has a ball joint at the head and base of the neck, and those two joints working together allow her to look up that far and down really far. Ponytail is on a ball joint. Careful with her hair, it's quite pointy. Shoulders have ball joints which allow the arm to move up, down, all around. These pieces right here are a flexible material, so it doesn't get in the way. Some shifting action, elbow bend, and swivel, wrist swivel, forward and back or side to side depending on how the wrist peg is rotated. A kinda loose chest ball joint, which I can understand why. It does have to hold up those wings, which can swivel and move in and out. A sneaky little waist joint that can really extend. Like, it's a big difference when you look at it. Side skirt things move out, and her loincloth bits are flexible enough to make room for the legs to move up that far, back that far, and out that far. Knee bend and swivel, and because of her boot design, it's a bit harder to get her ankles to pivot, though it might be possible. And they can move up and down, not that much. Posability is, once again, the standard for Figma, and of course that standard is a very high one. You can easily recreate certain poses from the game, and have them be one-to-one. But other poses are either just not possible, or require some very important accessories.
Doctor's orders.
Now in terms of accessories, Mercy doesn't come with a lot, but what she does come with is more than serviceable. Of course, standard Figma has the interchangeable hands, the fists, open and grabby, and those are used to grab her staff. In the game, the staff is her main source of both healing and damage boosting, and it looks just like the in-game model. Now if it came with two different beam effect parts, a heal beam and a damage boost beam, that would have helped elevate the figure even more. But I guess I'll live without them. Now since her main source of healing is her staff, how would she be able to defend herself? Well, if for some reason your tank is not properly defending you and your DPS is not doing the damage, she can whip out her own patented Dr. Glock. Just put it in her gun-holding hand, maybe change her expression to something more battle-ready, and now she's ready to become a Battle Mercy and ignore healing her team. But a grounded Battle Mercy, while it can be effective, should best utilize the skies by using her wings. Simply press Q if you use keyboard and mouse, the correct way to play.
Heroes never die.
And now you're ready to blast down the enemy backline all from the sky. The wing pieces are not completely transparent, which is game accurate, and they're depicted as the simple guardian angel and falling with style, rather than the jagged style her ultimate has. Also, be careful when plugging them into the wings, as those square bits could potentially break off if you're not careful. Also, the wingtips are quite pointy, so try not to stab yourself with them. And of course, standard Figma means a figure stand is included, as well as the accessory bag. I seriously think more companies should do this. Overall, the figure is exactly what you'd expect from Mercy. The amount of appropriate accessories with the complementing posability results in a figure that seems like it just leaps straight from the source. Of course, some issues are to be had, like the loose chest and the ankles that don't really move around all that much. But no figure can ever be perfect, unlike Mercy, who never did anything wrong, ever. If you know, you know. All that being said, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more figure reviews, more animation, and maybe some gaming? I don't know, been thinking about it since I got those epic Mercy clips. Maybe y'all want to see it. If this video gets more likes than my most liked video, I'll think about it. Anywho, Season 9 of Overwatch 2 soon, competitive rework, and Mercy Mythic skin for sure. Good night, everybody.
Play of the game.